So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into this next day reaction, shall we? Now, Blank Boy, shout outs to you and congrats on the 500K. Between Blank Boy the 500K, Simba 300K. You know what I'm saying? My gangies is out here doing what they're supposed to be doing with this YouTube thing. How Michael Myers killed Halloween for everyone. And I know Halloween just passed by a couple days, but y'all gonna have to bear with me, okay? So without further ado, y'all, let's get into this next video. Y'all, let's do it.
This video is sponsored by War Thunder. So the year is 1978, and these cops got a call about a disturbance. It has said 78, right? Yeah, they probably here and got their guns out because someone saw a black person innocently walk past. They've been searching this home for a cool 20 minutes, and I haven't noticed a single piece of furniture yet. And that should have been red flag number 1. Who are we protecting by checking out an abandoned house? I did not sign up to be a ghostbuster. Broski right here walks into a room and starts checking out the view. Nah, some of these Halloween costumes crazy. Why Ryuk out here looking like Bart from Sesame Street? While he's in the middle of flaming these costumes, he looks down and notices footprints. I don't really see the big deal. Those are his size 11 shoes. Wait. Those are size 11 and a half. As Michael Myers pops out of the darkness and starts choking him against the wall, bro tried to fight back the best he can, punching Michael in his stomach a couple times, but it ain't working. It's crazy too, cause this is really Michael Myers in his rookie season. Look at his mask, that junk cleaner than Drewski's jersey. I know he was catching 0 PT, but then the second officer—
Damn, that's uncalled for.
Cleaner than Drewski's jersey.
Uncalled for.
Jersey. I know he was catching 0 PT. But then the second officer runs into the room and sees his homie getting choked out. Let him go now!
Or what?
He has a family!
Oh.
Michael Myers isn't taking bro serious.
Yo, I swear, Maul does this, bro. Maul will do this. Maul does this. What's up, Jay? Be like, aw.
And just continues choking out his homie. Buddy moving like this is his first day on the job. He clearly doesn't know what to do, so he decides to just fucking shoot his partner. Then got the audacity to be looking like, nah, he's dying. No way, that didn't work. Stupid ass nigga thought this was DBZ. You can't shoot through your homie to kill Michael Myers. Not with that gun. Bro got that shit John Morant had, the Smurf Blaster 3000. Michael drops him and bro misses the shot. This gotta be the worst cop of all time, dog. This who they had on the OJ case. He runs past his dying homie and misses every shot possible while Michael is walking away in the most nonchalant way.
I'd be pissed. I would be so pissed having this as a partner. Like, how is it that you hit me perfectly and you miss every shot to this nigga? How? Like, at this rate, and then what makes it even more audacious is you got the nerve to pass by me. I'm on the ground dying. I'm on the ground dying, bleeding out, and you will still try to shoot him, knowing it is you got stormtrooper aim. Are we being for real right now? He said so. He's so evil. He's bulletproof, right? Bro said these bullets not gonna do nothing on me, man. You have to think about it. Michael Myers been shot before. He still gets up. Like at this rate, it's like Nerf bullets to him, bro. The real bullets is Nerf to this man. Just like, stop it. Let me go about my business.
I swear he'd have 50 gold medals in the Olympics for race walking. Bro never sprints and somehow moving at the speed of light. His partner dies, and Michael gets caught outside by the police, where they manage to lock him up. Free my son, little Mike Measy. He innocent. So now we get to the current day. And for some context, I'm only covering Halloween.
Okay, in this part, okay. Technically speaking, he didn't GG nobody. It was the partner's fault. You said you hungry? You said you hungry? All right, I'll feed you in a second.
Kills, which is Halloween 2. Halloween 3 is unbelievably bad, and Halloween 1 there's barely any cool kills. But in Halloween 1, to get us to this point, Michael, after being arrested and locked up for decades, escapes the insane asylum, goes on a tirade, and it ends with Michael eventually being trapped into a burning building. Surely he got straight fried in there. Say the line for me, Shaquille O'Neal.
Barbecue chicken alert! Barbecue chicken alert!
And so we pick up with the firefighters.
I'm sorry. I don't know what the context is, but this is by far, this is some N-word shit. I'm sorry. It's a little too nig. It's a little too African American. It's a little too
going in there to put out
barbecue
all the flames.
chicken alert.
But bro right there,
Barbecue chicken alert.
Michael Myers be like, free kills.
Right.
And he's
They're
hurt
free
himself
eats,
to the
bro.
point where he can't move. Yo, I need help. Nigga, you are the help. Well, send more help. I can't move. Flames everywhere. Oh, not gonna lie, broski. I'm the only one here, and that sounds dangerous. But before help can make its way to bro, he starts staring around and spots Michael Myers, who then walks up on him.
Myers.
Fuck.
How did he live? That nigga's supposed to look like he brought shame to the Fire Nation all over his body right now. He kicks the firefighter, goes and picks up his axe and hits him in the face with it. Now his mask is open, so he's already cooked, inhaling straight carbon monoxide and wood chips. And to make a bad situation horrible, Michael Myers hits him again and then delivers the final blow, killing him right through the head. Got bro's head on the ground looking like a crushed watermelon, and then
Stop. Cut it out.
he starts acting like he's appreciating vintage art or something. That Killmonger, staring at bro's brains, getting the angles right. They both two psychopaths, so I'm not surprised. Except Killmonger probably worse. At least Michael ain't make that bullshit mainstream.
Oh no. Oh no. Not the Killmongers in all of the game and animation. Y'all ain't seeing this, but let me go ahead. Let me show you really fast. 2018 to 2024. Yes, more please. Y'all don't know how mad I was seeing this within Eddie. Don't get me wrong. Eddie has dreads. I know this. I played Tekken since Tekken 3. But for the love of God, please. At first it is, we were saying, hey, all it is that you give the African-American male hairstyles is the afro and a low cut. Now you're just giving them nothing but the Killmongers. How many more times is you gonna keep doing this?
The second firefighter is searching for his
How many more
homie,
times
and
does
all
we
I
need
can
this?
think about is Green Goblin pretending to be somebody's grandmother. Reaches
And the Michael and the worst one is the Morales one. The worst one it is you gave us to. It wasn't even Eddie from Tekken. It was Miles Morales. And if y'all already know about that damn suit that cuts off at the, you know what I'm talking about.
out his hand for his partner and gets catfished. That ain't Michaela, that's Michael. Got the rest of them outside frozen in fear from the screams. And like a claustrophobic nigga on the elevator with Rod Wave, their fears were validated. Because out through the smoke and fire comes Michael Myers, standing there not saying a word, just readying his weapon. And look at the look on their faces, scared as hell.
Smell like bitch in here. All y'all smell like bitch to me.
Michael already knows this is free eats. He begins to start walking up on them. And bro, when I tell you I cannot make this shit up, like we see dumbass things in horror movies all the time. Hey, there's a creepy dark tunnel. Let's check it out. For some reason, y'all still keep having kids in a quiet place. People not moving out of haunted towns. Nigga, I'd live in Atlanta before this. But this takes the cake, man. Bro starts spraying Michael Myers with the water hose. But he thought giving Michael
What was that gonna do? What was that gonna do? What was, like, did you need to give this nigga a bath? What was the reason? What was the reason? Listen, Ari, listen, Ari, stop saying the N-word, damn it. I know my family gonna watch this reaction and they're gonna get on me about this. Let me stop trying to say the N-word. But like, was you trying to bathe him? Did you say this? He stink? Like, what's going on? Michael versus humanity were cooked.
A shower would be his weakness. He isn't a League of Legends pro. That wasn't gonna work, gang. Michael Myers uses the bar and just stabbed him in the face 2 times, killing him. And that was really bad work for the firefighter. But to be fair, they ain't sign up for this. Are we gonna get mad at the plumber for not being able to train your dog? Michael leaves and acts
Yeah, Future. All right, go ahead, cut that out.
and clocks him and hits another
Horny
and
ass
stabs him
dog.
with the bar right through the head. The next firefighter is standing off to the side like these, thinking Michael Myers won't see him, just to get impaled and lifted 10 feet up into the air, legs dangling. Michael making that man look like an Everybody Hates Chris ragdoll. And the last guy, well, he might have gotten it the worst. He tries using an electric saw on Michael, but he gets reversed and ends up getting done like deli meat right through the middle. Bro should have just ran when he had the chance. He probably knew if he ran he'd be called a coward. But man, don't let them gaslight you. Be yourself.
If people don't like it if you're being yourself, fuck them.
So Michael is officially on the loose,
Great
and
words
we
from
pan
Bernie
over
Mac,
to Unc
RIP.
and Auntie trying to get Liddy as her drone hits the wall and falls down. She's over here struggling to figure out how to make it take flight again, and Unc said, hold on, let me get that. I was a demon on Pac-Man back in '82. Meanwhile, he got the controller upside down and shit. But before he could even show his skills and get the chance to make it fly back over towards them, that junk gets thrown back onto the couch from the darkness, and it's got them absolutely shitting themselves. That was red flag number 1, and that should have been the only flag necessary. You said KSI music.
Will I face Michael Myers? Hell no. What I gotta face him for? What I gotta face Mikael Myers? Absolutely not. Listen, and on top of that too, I lost weight. I lost like 20 pounds over the summer. I ain't got that much meat on my body, gang. I would not be delicious to this man at all. That's like, at this rate, it wouldn't even be free eats. This would be just all bones and scraps. I ain't got that much on me, gang. That's it, you know?
Not that bad. I've seen enough. Get the fuck out. Unc starts walking over and Auntie don't play. She pick up the bottle of wine and the toy for some reason. I don't know how that's supposed to help. Especially while Unc is foolishly walking towards the darkness and we see her in the background holding that bottle of wine ready to hit a mean home run. Going side to side, hitting peaks in this bitch like it's Rainbow Six Siege. This has really turned into war. But speaking of Michael Myers at war, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, War Thunder. So War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made and is available now for free on PC, consoles, and inching closer and closer. He gets to the door, hitting the light switch, revealing Michael, who shuts that shit off. And he quickly shuts the door and tells her to call the cops. But her slow self, she just standing there.
Oh, bitch, get out the way.
He even tells her a second time, and as he's walking towards her, he gets grabbed by Michael through the glass, getting his head banged over and over again. And she's still just standing there, hitting the Derek Jeter. You grabbed the bottle for a reason, right? What you up in that shit for if you not gonna shoot? Michael then grabs him by the head while he's up against the glass and stabs him in the neck. And now it's officially wraps for him. And this is when she finally decides to dip out and go call for help from the police. Are you fucking serious, Slim Shady? You waited till he was for sure dead to
Slim Shady, yeah? You ain't had to do her like that. You didn't have to do it like that. Wow.
Call the cops? Your husband is white. They would have gotten here in seconds. So she runs into the kitchen and it turns out she's actually just trying to dip until Michael Myers shows up at the door and she starts crying in fear. But not gonna lie, bro, watching this and seeing him stand in that door frame, Michael tall as hell. Where does this take place again? Illinois? Yeah, all y'all niggas suspects. She eventually decides to grab a kitchen knife, holding it up, trying to make that small ass tomato dicer look vicious. Just put it down, bro. Also, why the hell did she stop opening the door? He was just standing there staring. You could have already ran out. Michael just casually walks over and grabs out the kitchen light. A true psychopath. You know how hot those light bulbs be getting? He then breaks it on the counter and looks right at her. And in all this time, she still hasn't opened the door to leave. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's probably locked. Nigga, this is her house. How is the door permanently locked on the inside.
Yeah.
Idiot just standing there begging with that baby knife. If he was some garlic or onions, I bet he'd be shivering right now. As she offers no resistance, getting stabbed. That boy keeping some insane eye contact. I know his freaky ass under the mask, biting his lip, groaning and shit. This the type of stuff that make him horny. Blood gushing everywhere, dead bodies lying around.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
That's
He then takes it out and look at this.
That's actually a thing that I've done studies on, because you know I've done psychology. The psychology of serial killers. We've done a couple of different researches, and yes, some actually really got off on actually doing this. The sick, twisted things it is that you know. But yes, that's actually I can't. It is actually the truth.
Got shorty hitting spin moves out of frame. This is crazy. Somehow though, Unc is still alive, and Michael Myers drags his body and has Auntie watch him stab her husband over and over again. And I want y'all to really keep in mind, bro, I shortened this a lot. He goes at this for a solid 2 minutes straight while she just sits there watching. Michael Myers really a different breed, bruh. Can't believe people really tried to compare Ghostface or Jason to him, talking about they the new gen Michael Myers. Yeah, and they also saying this the new gen Michael Jackson. Let's be serious.
Damn.
Submitting the spot is the greatest that did it before it all ends, nigga.
He then says, oh shoot, they got the good IKEA knives. Takes that junk and dips out to go ruin Halloween for more people. It's worth noting that the town has had enough and actually assembled into groups to fight back against Michael Myers. And I feel him. Listen man, it's Halloween. I should be able to be Iron Man or whatever the fuck this is and have a good time without being scared of dying. So they split into groups of 3 to go out and find Michael themselves. Tommy Doyle leading one, Lindsay Wallace leading another, and Allison with her boyfriend and Unc as another. Clearly the Amber Alert hasn't gone out yet though, because people still out here trick-or-treating and she knocks on the door talking about her friend over there. The kid, young boy always clean plate, is laid out. They go over to try to help him, but then their door shuts on them. Now everyone is nervous, so they try to feed him Kit Kats and Snickers to wake him up, but it ends up being a prank. Turns out that he's fine, and the door was just their other friend, and the 2 of them got pranked by 3 little kids. Later on though, the group led by Lindsay arrive to the park and see those same kids out there swinging. So she goes over to them, and they think shit is all sunshine and rainbows, swinging on the swing set. They talking about they made friends with some really cool cosplayer who's been staring at them from across the park. And at the same time they notice, they're like, wait, where's Billy? They point over and it's fucking Michael Myers, bloody knife in one hand and little Billy's head in another. Lindsay tells them to skedaddle, so they get the hell up out of there. Thing is though, Michael Myers was standing right behind the car with the others in it. And before Lindsay could warn them or anything, Auntie with her 520 vision, squinting and stuff, peeps him in the mirror and he jumps on top of the car. Hey, this what y'all signed up for. Y'all told Tommy Doyle we gon' get him. We ride or dies, right? Y'all better than me.
Any of you bitch ass niggas that got a problem with me, come kill my uncle about it, pussy.
But first issue, why Granny got the gun? My dog, as the man in the car, if you don't hold it instead, bitch using her other hand to hold it up, that shit too heavy for her. She's swinging so crazy too. Shorty had to tell her, yo, chill where you aiming that. And unfortunately, Granny shows off exactly why she shouldn't have had the gun in the first place. Cause Michael puts the skull mask to the windshield and she shoots it thinking it's him. I can just imagine this whole situation probably looks so goofy from the outside point of view, bro. A hand then hits the window, she shoots it and decides now to lock the door after the window is already gone. I swear.
By the way, that old woman at the front of the car is the same person who was the nurse at the original Halloween movie.
Oh shoot, that's cool. I didn't even peep game. But like that right there, like, okay, I'm not mad at the first shot that went off because at least it is she was able to shoot the skull, right? Cool, fine. But why did you have to bust the window? Now and then lock the door? That don't make sense.
Where I just want to smack all these dudes, bro. She then starts aiming all crazy again, got them ducking, and they can't get out the car because she locked the doors. I don't know, at this point it seemed like Granny is a bigger threat to their life than Michael Myers is.
Oh, God.
She's literally just panicking. Bro, peep, there's nobody at this window and she still decides to shoot it. What are you shooting at?
Wasting bullets, bro.
What kind of shot is that? Have you ever shot that shot? Do you work on that shot? Wait.
She gets grabbed by the back of the head, and now all of a sudden she don't want to shoot the damn gun anymore. All this tugging and pulling. What type of car are y'all in? Is this bitch made out of vibranium? Shoot through the roof and hit him. I also want y'all to peep how only the guy is over there helping her. Well, yeah, that's because the other girl jumped through the car window to get up out of there. And I can't blame her. But hold
By
on,
the way,
I
the
know
woman who warned the kids that the same person who that little girl from original Halloween movie that Lori was babysitting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great observation. Thank you for that, Jedi.
I know that ain't what I think it is. She had a gun this whole time? That junk look modern too. Unlike the one Granny got, that's that shit Christopher Columbus was wielding.
Damn.
But Michael's death grip is so crazy, he never actually lets go. They just managed to pull her hard enough that her hair rips out her head. They trying to dip, but Michael Myers said, nuh-uh.
Come out and play.
Oh,
That boy
nah.
dropped down and said, where y'all going? And
Oh,
instantly
hell nah.
goes to Granny, who's not taking the shot for some reason. Again, the trigger finger was crazy, but now she's hesitant? It doesn't get more point blank than this, bruh. Even dude in the
Right.
back like, dang, you gonna shoot? Even Michael was confused. You know it's bad when even your opponent's talking about that you're selling. You put up that shot and the other team talking
that's a
about,
net-
oh yeah, this
yuck.
6v4 go crazy. She finally tries to shoot and got no bullets, so he starts pressing her.
All of that, bro. You wasted all the bullets for no reason. And then when the time came, like, oh my god, bro. At this rate, I can't even sit there and say this. I feel bad. You wasted, oh my god, you wasted all the damn bullets, bro. It's like at this rate, it's like, yep. You probably wonder how this I got here.
You know, maybe that clip you emptied into the car windows would have been real useful right now. Michael Myers don't care about the elderly and starts stabbing her over and over again. But remember bro in the back seat? There was 2 whole guns in the car and he had neither. But he said, oh yeah, this stethoscope all me, using it to strangle Michael Myers. And low-key I was thinking to myself like, alright broski, you already the first black guy in a horror movie not to die first, so maybe you different. Until Michael Myers just stares at him and then stabs him through the eye. But Michael turns because Shorty spun the block after everyone's already dead to come out here and miss every shot possible. And forget whatever I said about the fireman who tried to stop Michael Myers with the hose, cause he was onto something compared to her who dies because Michael kicks the door open.
You're That's not funny. That's not funny. Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny. Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. That is not funny. But oh my god, is that hilarious? How did you, girl? You talk about stormtrooper aim. You're one of them. How did you get hit by the damn door to where you shoot yourself? Dang, like I can't, bro. These people here is just not smart, bro. It's just like, yo, what? You mean to tell me it is not only Michael Myers is a serial killer, but on top of that too, he has a better IQ than the victims? Insane to me.
That junk was so goofy, I'm tempted to run it back with goddamn Looney Tunes music playing over it this time. And you know what? I blame Tommy Doyle for this. Why were you out here giving Captain America motivational speeches and shit to these people?
Right.
He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up.
But Michael forgot about Lindsay, who was back there putting Brownie's jump shot into a sock, and she sneaks up whacking him in the head with a sock of bricks twice. Somehow though, he's just unfazed by it, hitting her with the Stephen A. Smith face, and then just starts choking her against the car. But she smartly goes for the mask, taking it off, and Michael, knowing he's chopped, can't let that happen. So while he's fixing it, she manages to get away into the woods, and surprisingly, she gets away. I didn't think she would, because Michael be moving at a snail's pace but still going 100 miles per hour. The fastest slow person I've ever seen. Step aside, Noah Lyles. We go back to Diddy and Usher from earlier who got pranked and they're spooked because they heard a noise and there's blood on the door. They both arm themselves, him using the smallest knife in the world, Buddy think Kaisen at the serial killer. Arm themselves, him using the smallest knife in the world.
Get this nail file up out of here. That is an old school nail file. That's not even a knife, bro. That's what is this? Like, what? Gang, you about to go ahead, like, listen, if I needed my nails filed up, I would be able to use something like that. Come on, bro.
Buddy think Kaisen at the serial killer. Luckily, the other guy's a bit smarter and they lock the doors. But hear me out. Instead of locking the doors, you could have just fucking left the house. But low-key, I feel it. Someone tries to rob me, I'm whipping out that pocket knife, and if they get scared and run away, I'm chasing them down. Yeah, now I'm the problem. One eventually goes upstairs while the other is scoping out the dining room. Buddy right here holding out that knife like that bitch a sentry drone capable of shooting bullets. He been so goofy with the knife this entire time. They clearly should have never separated. I knew it really got bad when he started checking out the bed. Like, what are you doing?
Damn!
I told you. I knew he shouldn't have gone in there. Look how he was holding that knife. Knew it was raps. Gay man got the weakest coordination of all time. Michael Myers got him spazzing, turns him around and starts gouging his eyes out until he eventually drops to the floor. And while extremely painful, this attack does
You know there are at Michael Myers' childhood house.
There is? Like, for real?
seem survivable, right? Like, yeah, his eyeballs are cooked and he can't put on deodorant anymore, but he didn't hit any major organs. But when his husband comes upstairs and finds him, he's 100%, no question about it, dead. I guess Michael went into his eyes so hard he went through his skull and scrambled his brains with his thumbs or something, because he should still be alive, especially so soon after the attack. You did not bleed out. Brody looks up and he sees Michael just catching a view. That nigga can't wait to get out there and ruin some more lives. But first, he gotta deal with this man. And man, they don't even got the heart to show it to us. So eventually an APB goes out. Michael Myers is wildin'. I just heard screams coming from the Slay boy's house. So the group with Allison, her
wow. What? Yeah. Yeah. Why? Why do that?
boyfriend and Unc head into the house, and to give them some credit, they do go into this hole with shotguns in each hand, so they didn't come to play games. They eventually notice this door is slightly left.
I gotta go back to this. Because even for me being, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I lost weight, right? Even for me, when I dabbled into, you know, being in the gun range and stuff like that, like I said, I'm not tiny. I'm not a tiny girl, because I'm 5'7" and I'm like 130 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I was a smooth little 150, but we're going to get back. We're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to the weight. But even for me to go ahead and to shoot a shotgun, do you know how much force a shotgun essence? And these girls is holding this bitch like it ain't even like, girl, I'm going to need you to hold that thing like it is. Are you really holding something like heavy? Come on now. A shotgun's really not light in real life. Actually, no gun really is, to be honest with you. You know, you said you were 2 inches taller than me. You know what I mean? And kickback is no joke, man. That kickback of a shotgun could dislocate a shoulder. That's how bad it is. That's why I'm just like, girl, you ain't holding that. You ain't holding that correctly. You are going to dislocate or hurt something holding it the way how it is that you are.
In each hand, so they didn't come to play games. They eventually notice this door is slightly left open, so they get their tactical positions. She got her hand on the trigger, ready to let it fly, and he uses his leg to kick open the door, and she blasts the first thing she sees, which turns out to just be a
crazy
pumpkin.
kickback.
But while they're catching their breath, suddenly music starts playing. They obviously hear it, so they make their way upstairs to find 2 dead bodies laying there, clearly dead. But this is where it all falls apart. She puts her shotgun down to go see the dead bodies for some reason, and he separates from her to go check out the other room alone. And you can clearly tell just based on one glance, he's terrified right now. Look at his face and breathing. And I don't blame him, but my thing is, if you're not built for this, leave it to the people who are.
Right.
I'm talking about he's so nervous to reveal his hidden talent of music. You should have kept it hidden, gang. That bravery shit overrated anyways. He
Damn.
suspects Michael might be in the closet. I don't know what his sexual orientation got to do with this, but hey. But as he's walking over, blood starts to fall in his hands. He looks up and his uncle who they came in here with stuffed up in the attic. I don't know how he got killed so fast. He only entered the house like 10 seconds before they eventually decided to go in too. Allison's boyfriend's so shook right now, that boy called out, "Mommy!" But you know what? Before he got distracted with the body dripping on him, it turns out his intuitions was spot right on. Cause Michael Myers pops out the closet and of course he misses and gets stabbed in the gut twice, same spot. And y'all won't believe this. Allison heard all what's going on, but before helping right away, she decides to turn off the music first. First of all, that shit was a banger, don't touch the aux. Second of all, why was that the necessary first step, bruh? She eventually goes in with the shotgun, losing it instantly, but actually manages to stab Michael Myers 3 times. And you know, it's like, okay, that was solid, but damn, of all the people, why do y'all keep challenging him to a knife fight? Hey Flash, race me, but we both have to be on foot.
That's a great idea.
Grabs her hair, smells her breath. Damn, bitch. Bangs her head and throws her towards the stairs. He got that super soldier strength, so she naturally goes tumbling down the stairs, and when she reaches the bottom, her leg is about toast, which means her boyfriend Cameron is stuck in an ISO versus Michael Myers. He takes the knife out of himself and goes over to grab the gun, and Michael's like, yeah, nah buddy, not happening. And bro, this is just foul. Michael grabs him by the hair, tosses him towards the stairs, and begins banging his head against it. And once it breaks, Michael shows that he's really the goat of this slasher movie stuff. The creativity is really off the charts. He starts using the broken parts of the railing to stab him up and down, even starts going side to side. And I'm sorry bro, but I can't help but laugh at this scene right here. It's so unserious. I saw that and instantly thought of,
I won't let him get away. What are you doing?
But Michael low-key looking at her like, you know what, you convinced me. I'ma let him live. Michael then walks around the staircase to start walking down to kill her now. Sees bro there fighting for his life and says, well, don't mind if I do. Snaps his neck, killing him. And he continues on until MM gets to the bottom of the stairs.
Who?
Nah, MM is crazy. I don't even know bro like that.
Right, who?
Michael presses her and she goes for a stab, puts her on one knee, using both hands while she's only using one hand, and somehow he isn't strong enough to out-muscle her. 30 minutes ago, he picked up a whole grown man with a staff. Even Michael confused, tilting his head like, what the fuck the writer's doing? This the exact look Thanos gave Cap. Why the hell are you so strong for? Allison's mother, Karen, comes through with a rake, shoving it into Michael Myers' back, laying him out on the stairs. This is personal for Karen. You can see the hate in her face, and it's because her mother, Lori, is like Michael Myers' #1 op, and she's talking shit to him on the ground. Michael's like, what you say? And gets stomped out. And that's the end of it. Michael Myers' reign of terror is over. Not gonna lie, Michael was putting up numbers though. Jason, Freddy Krueger, and Ghostface gonna be spooked when they find out how much people he killed.
70? He had 70? Shit.
Thing is though, we know Michael isn't dead. They should have went up and got one of those shotguns to make sure the job was finished. Instead, Karen decides to take Michael Myers' mask, knowing my man is chopped and not trying to show his face, talking about some na boo boo, and takes off, so he has to follow. Eventually, he finds his mask on the ground, and it turns out that this was a trap. The entire town with their pitchforks and knives surround him from all angles, even the 100-year-old sheriff who clearly fucking sucks at his job, and Michael is just like, oh word? Hold up, let me pull out the shiesty for this one, getting his battle mask ready. Alright, so who getting it first? And bro,
why did y'all allow him to put the mask on? If y'all got him circled, start whooping his ass right there. You know, kick the motherfucking mask or something away so where it is he can't grab it. Why did y'all Come on. I know the people in Haddonfield is not this damn slow. Like, come on. Why did you watch him do this? Just for him to be like, I bet, plot armor back on.
From my glance, I only count one gun, just straight baseball bats and wooden planks. Why are they using strictly Paleolithic weapons? Where are all the guns, gang? But they start perfectly executing jumping, beating the mess out of him, and I gotta say, this is impressive work. I did not expect this. But Michael was of course gonna fight back. He got a bet with Jigsaw and Pennywise, can't go out like this. So he misses his knife, gets hit in the back, and cuts the guy with the gun, getting hit with the bat in the chest. I take back what I said about this being impressive work. Why would the guy with the gun ever go into stab range? Y'all trying to lose. He does still manage to spray Michael Myers though, laying him out, and they said, man, keep your ass down. And he tries to get up again, but bro, they real life just not giving him the chance. This the most vicious yet justified jumping I have seen in a while, until the point where he stops moving. Got my son spazzing, while Karen hits the don't mind if I do ass move, and finally, Michael has been defeated. Karen and Allison embrace as the fight is over. Laurie in the hospital finding out that her beef with Michael since 1978 is finally over.
Hey, look, some people need to be gone, bro. You know what I'm talking about, in order for shit to get better. And he one of them.
But I was happy as hell when I found out Vaughn was dead. Nigga, I cooked for the whole day.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers.
And the sheriff using his brain about to shoot him in the head to make sure it's
we ain't
truly
talking about
over.
Vaughn.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
Guy in the tiger shirt gets stabbed in the neck. Michael then slits the guy's Achilles.
Ooh. Oh yeah. All right, go ahead. Future, all right, go ahead, blur that out. Yeah.
And at this point, y'all gotta just concede defeat. It's GG's. There's no killing him. Just nuke the town. Michael grabs the crowbar from bro and then breaks his arm. And the next guy just gets cut so easily. And he just keeps going, dog. Stabs this guy, then looks to make sure that the camera's getting it. Don't worry, bro. We see it, bro. Goes over and stabs this girl in the back, killing her too, slicing him in the back. Tommy Doyle thinks he's the savior, but he just gets stabbed in the chest, which eventually makes him fall down on his back. The camera pans and all you can see is pure horror in his face as Michael uses his own bat against him. Whole time this going on, Karen and everyone is ignorant to it because they're somewhere else. So she still thinks they've won, and for context, the window she's staring at is the same window Michael was looking out of, and happens to be that specific window he always looks out of. So she goes up there to look out of it and maybe try to see what Michael sees, but instead of seeing what Michael sees, she sees what Michael's victims see. Because somehow, someway, he's right behind her and starts stabbing her over and over again. I really have no idea how he snuck past all the ambulance and people that were outside 2 seconds ago. And that's how you know it's personal, cause instead of killing all the people outside, he went inside and purposely went for her first. And that's confirmed with how it pans from Laurie to her daughter getting murdered back and forth. That's the final showdown, and potentially the only one who could stop Michael Myers. Her and like fucking Goku, the only two. Until Michael Myers does the kill shot on Karen and stares out the window, cause he knows he's not done yet and may never be done. Shout out to War Thunder again for sponsoring today's video. You guys make sure to check out War Thunder now for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or mobile devices. And use my links in the video description or pinned comment to register. Again, those of you who are new or haven't played in the last 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack going across PC and console, including premium vehicles, in-game currency, and more.
Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm getting school email alerts at a time like this. It's almost 11:30. Hey, listen, Blank Boy, shout outs to you, gang. Thank you so much for the video. And oof, Michael Myers out here killing folks. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. Actually, hold on. Let me push you over here a little bit. I'll catch y'all in the next video.